one of the main things people want to know is how much is their home worth, right? What's the value of their home? And although there are sites like Zillow and different places like that, a lot of times they're not completely accurate. And so we now have a service that checks with 3 different data sites and pulls in that information to give you a fairly good estimate on the value of your home. Okay, if this is something you want to do, then go ahead and watch this video so that you can see how to actually get your property into the system and be able to figure out that value. Okay, so here's how you do it essentially. So you'll go to the website workharding.com or workhardmortgage.com, and you'll click on this thing here, Home Valuation. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and do this as a test here. We got a property we're gonna go ahead and add in here. Okay, so now you can see it's on this page and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and view home value. We're going to go ahead and enter in our email address. And then phone number and name. That essentially what that does is ties that to your account, right? So then you can be able to see, hey, this is my home and stuff like that. Okay, so then what this is able to see is, okay, hey, now I'm in, and here's the value of the home, right? So based off of this, here's the different things saying, through these, like I said, 3 different places that are telling me kind of an estimate on the value of that home. Okay. And so I can kind of explore this a little bit. If I want to look at the market value, that's this thing right here. If I want to do a home equity calculator, kind of determining, hey, how much is my mortgage? Let's say it's, let's say I have a $200,000 mortgage on this home. And, if my value is this 408, then it's saying that, hey, I got $208,000 here in equity that I could potentially do something with, whether that's a home equity line of credit or a cash out refinance. There's ways to possibly get at that money as opposed to just selling my home. Okay. If you are also curious about selling your home, you can go ahead and click that, contact an agent, which then will help you set that up. This gives you an idea of kind of, mortgage rate trends and stuff like that, kind of showing you where generally, again, interest rates are, assuming, several parameters there and stuff like that. Kind of gives you a historical thing here too. So possibly something you want to do if you're looking at doing that. Here's obviously my information if you're looking at possibly, pulling out some equity and doing some kind of refinance. This gives you a little bit of the things about the home details. Okay, if for example, let's say this one, we finished a basement or something like that, right? So I can go ahead and come in here and adjust these things here. Okay, and then that'll adjust the value of the home depending on what's going on there. Okay, this shows you the location of it, and then you got some comparables here and stuff like that too. So this is showing you, hey, in the last few months here, this is what's sold. Okay, as far as things that are very similar. Obviously, this one's very similar. It sold 2 months ago. And it gives you kind of an idea of that. These are some, close by. Shows you what's selling and stuff like that. So that's kind of giving you an idea to help you, determine where your value's at and why that value's coming in where it's at and stuff like that. So, again, if you're interested in selling your home, you can do that. This is talking about, getting an all cash offer, that we have partners and stuff like that possibly could do that for you if you're interested. And then, if you're interested in buying a home, and then if you own another home, you can go ahead and add, other properties here and stuff like that. Okay. So this just gives you an idea of kind of where things are at. Obviously the main reason you'll have this is to be able to, get this value here, right? So hopefully that's helpful. That way you're able to see, where the home value is and stuff like that. So, and if you ever need to get back in, Again, so if we sign, let's say we got out and then we're like, okay, hey, I want to get back in, you can go ahead and click the home value. All you have to do is just essentially sign in here, okay? And so you're just, once again, that's essentially your signing in, okay? Oh, I was trying to do my email. I was wondering why that wasn't working. Okay, and then you're able to get back in here and stuff. So, okay. If you have any questions or anything like that, this is a great software that we've just started using, and I think a lot of people are going to like this about being able to see the value of the home.